All right, so the next lesson is margin versus velocity. This is roughly on the same topic we just talked about of active versus discontinued or dead stock. They both hold hand in hand, right? So you're gonna have a higher margin. Let me refresh this page. You're gonna have a higher margin if there's less people selling it, right? So let's say the less people are selling a product, that means the more you can charge for it, because then, especially if there's high demand, right? So the less people are selling it, it's supply and demand over and over and over again. This is the base model that we're working with over and over again, right? So if there's less people selling that product, but the demand is increasing, this means your price goes up, right? Also on the same topic, what is really important with this is, so if this is true, which it is, right? The less people selling it right here, that means then the more demand there is, the higher the price. There's all these increase, right? So what we are doing is we're going to other platforms that have less attention. We talked about attention before, right? They have less attention. So then we can find, so then demand gets slashed off on these. So demand is let's say demand is still higher because people are looking for that product. Demand is less, like let's say even to, or let's say base level. Um, that's what we're doing here in terms of we're buying things that have less demand on other platforms and then bringing them over to a platform that has a higher price. That's terms of like how fast things sell. Some of these products that have higher margins, you're okay with sitting on it for longer times, right? I'm okay with sitting on something that, like, we bought a product again for $600, it's going to sell for $2,000. Let's take 3 months to sell. I am fine with that because we're making a lot of money. We're 3xing our money on top of like not having to worry about it. That's why Amazon's so good. It's early, or it's not midday now, but it's been up early. But so that's what we're looking for in terms of price and really crushing out the price and the demand, making sure that you're getting things that have a lot of demand on Amazon, right? And then the price can increase. Especially if there's less competition, that's when we can start making our own price stuff. Some of these dead stock items, before we jump into them, like we just demand a price. Like there's one product that we were selling for like $500. I buy for $100, right? They sell about 1 to 2 a month, but still, that's $400 pure profit. And the way we can do that is because there's really there's no one selling on Amazon. There's no one selling on Amazon, and what we're doing is we're buying up all the stock on other all websites. All websites, we're buying up all the stock. So if we are the single player, we become a monopoly. We become a monopoly with with these products that we control who's buying them because we set the price. This is where your margin is made, right? Your margin is made if you can buy up all the assets. So you're buying up, the baseline is you're buying up all assets, right? Or you're taking in all assets, and you're just buying them up. So you're buying up the whole pie, right? You're buying up the whole pie in terms of eBay, let's call it OfferUp, offer, like Craigslist, whatever it may be. You're buying all these products and then putting them on Amazon. If there's no one selling these on Amazon right now, your price, you can demand any price you want. Obviously, you want things to sell through, you want things to move, but you can price high and start dropping down as long as you hold all the stock. There's another product, same brand. We're buying for like $80 and we're selling for $299, and they sell like 4 to 5 a month, which is fine because we're buying for 80 and we're selling for $300. Like that, I'll do that all day long. And the reason is because like no one's looking on eBay for these products because all the demand and all the attention is going to Amazon. That's what we're doing with, right, with this eBay stuff. No one's looking for this X product. One of you guys are going to get this product. That's why I can't tell you it because then I can't show everybody it, right? So this X product, like no one is searching no one's searching any of the side or secondary markets for, right? So all we're doing is buying in the secondary market, and since no one's selling it on the main market because it's a discontinued product, as no one's selling it on the first market, all we're doing is then buying on the secondary, transporting it to the first market, and then jacking up the price because we hold a monopoly on it. If you want to buy this product that we're buying, You have to go through us. There's nowhere else in any markets, maybe like some like garage sale or like some like localized market that we're not buying them. Sure. Okay. But if you're trying to buy on something that can send directly to your door, we are the only people buying this product. That's what you guys have to do too, right? If you find a good product, you want to buy it all up. You want to constantly buy it up. The only problem with that is if you buy all these products, you want to try to keep that price down. You want to try to force that price down as much as possible. So the more you're buying up these products, the higher the demand becomes in that product, right? Because you are the buyer. We see this a lot in like products that we're really making a lot of money off of that we know have a good margin for us. You start creating the demand on these secondary markets. So if the law of supply demand is true, the demand goes up. That's why you have to be forcing. You have to force these numbers, because on eBay, anybody can see the prices on eBay, right? You have to force. That's not spelled right. You have to force these numbers down, right? Let's say you're buying consistently for $50. If you keep buying, it's going to go up to $60 because these guys know that you're still making money, so the demand goes up, right? Let's say it goes up to $70. Your goal is to try to get these as low as possible, as soon as possible. You should be trying to force these down. Even if you're buying $50 and you're like, oh, like I'm making so much money off these, like I'm just gonna buy them easy. No, do not do that. You need to be forcing this number down. Because if people on eBay, they're looking at past sold. So you need to be forcing this number down and keeping this price point at $50. Like, oh, one of the guys were just teaching, right? I had been looking at some of the products we the 5 products we gave him, and he's starting to buy these up at any cost. Like, why? Stop buying these up at any cost. Force the price down. Keep the price stable as stable as, sure, it's gonna go up either way, but it shouldn't spring from freaking $30 to $70. Sure, you're still making double your money, but you're making 3 extra money at $30. Keep forcing it down. You want to try to be buying these $30 things for $20. You want to negotiate these things. You need to be negotiating 10x harder than anything else, because this is your bread and butter. Like, you need to be keeping these prices low, so you got to be forcing that down. Also, we talked about velocity. So velocity is just how fast things move, right? The faster things move, the higher the velocity. So that's the velocity, right? The faster this velocity, the less margin you're gonna have, because people are gonna be searching. Let's say this product sells 1,000 a month on Amazon, right? Do you not think that one of those 1,000 people are gonna search the secondary markets to try to find this? Of course they are. Just the numbers are there, right? That's why you're gonna have a lot higher margin with slower moving products. That's what we kind of shoot for. Our margins are very, very high because we shoot for the slower moving products, and we just diversify across the platform. So I'll kind of give you our strategy, but I'll talk about this in a second. I'll talk about that in a second. So when the velocity goes up, your margin decreases. When the reason is because people are looking on these secondary sites. That 1,000 people are going to be looking on the secondary sites to buy that product. There's no other thought process about that, right? Somebody's going to have, or they're going to have like Honey or any of those other like web Chrome extensions, which are going to find that product for you, and they're going to click onto it. At least 10 of those 1,000 are going to buy that product at the secondary market, which is going to start increasing the price up. So on the other hand, if the velocity is less than the velocity, if the velocity is like 5 to 10, all right, 5 to 10 a month, the velocity, your margin greatly increases, because this 5 to 10 people, what are the chances that they are going to go off this platform and try to, let's say 1%. Let's say 1% of people go to other platforms, right? I'm just making up an arbitrary number. Let's say 1% of people go to other platforms. So if it's 1,000 people, 10 people went to another platform to buy that product. Okay, interesting, right? And that's gonna be starting more and more and more. But if it's only 5 people that are buying this product a month, that means what? 0.05 person, right, is going to be going off platform to try to find this product. It means very, very little. I mean, that's why your margins greatly increase if you're going off platform, but the sales are slower. The sales are slower means you're going to make more money, and there's probably less products out there, so you can control this market. I like these. This is kind of like our bread and butter. Our bread and butter is between 5 and 30 products a month in sales, right? So they don't move a lot. But what we do is we have a large catalog. If you're gonna hear me talk about this later on in the future, we have a large catalog. You see like wholesalers, their margins are so little. Not trying to bash wholesalers because we're kind of we'll show you later down the line. We're now going after these like edge case wholesaling opportunities that we still have massive margin because no one else is doing it because we found these products using eBay to Amazon arbitrage. That's what we're getting to now. That's how we stabilize our growth and then really going after this even more, right? Because we're doing this stuff. That's advanced courses, so I don't want to break that into right now. But right now, since we are doing these 5 to 30 a month, we sell about 2,000 products a month, right? So let's just do, so if we do 10, let's say we average 10. We average probably about more like 20, 25 products. We have some that sell 100, it goes all the way down to 1 a month. Let's say we sell 10, our average product sells 10 a month, right? And we sell 2,000 products a month to do our $250,000 a month in revenue. That means we have 200 different SKUs that we sell. This is fantastic. This destroys a lot of the other like opportunities that Amazon has are being collapsed. Their margins being collapsed. More and more people are jumping into it because our catalog is so long and so large that even let's say this product just doesn't sell for whatever reason, the market gets tanked or whatever reason, we still have 199 more products that are still good. Like you'll see 1 or 2 products like in the past like 8 months, we've only had like 2 products get tanked out of the 500,000 different SKUs we have. We have only had 2 products be tanked, right? So we just say, okay, that's a loss. Sure, we bought 10 of them. We'll take that L of $100, $200, right? We'll take that L and we still have 199 more products we can start selling that we continue to sell over and over again. So this is the gist of velocity versus margin. Again, let me refresh. The higher the velocity, the less the margin. The lower the velocity, the more the margin, right? Supply and demand. Velocity is demand. Supply is margin, right? Just think about it like that, and it becomes very, very helpful. You can focus on whatever you want. I don't really care what you focus on. You're gonna make money in either of these. If you want to sell if you want to try to find one product, so we make sure both, right? So we have some products we make 35, 30% margin on, but we sell 100 a month. I'm okay with that, right? That's fine. I like the mixture of both of these. That's when you come very, very diversified and very, very strong because these bump up your margins, these bump up your velocity and your revenue, right? So we do both. Again, it's up to you guys. Figure out what you guys want to do and you can start hammering out on it really quickly.